Hey everyone, either welcome back or welcome to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing part 3 to 3 things that I want you to understand about IIH. Before we get into the video, let's roll the intro. Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ashley Stewart. So 2018 was actually a pretty hard year for me, but it was also a pretty good year too. So I completed my bachelor's degree in biochemistry. But at the same time, I was also diagnosed with a rare condition called idiopathic intracranial hypertension, or IIH. Some of you may also know this by its older name called pseudotumor cerebri. So, if you're curious to learn more about what it's like to live with this rare condition, then I encourage you to watch on. Don't forget to subscribe, and I upload new content every Monday and Thursday afternoon. I know it's been quite a while since I did the other 2 videos. I've decided to do another one to this because I actually thought of a few things that I wanted to mention. And now that I've had IIH a little bit longer, there's been more things that have come up since I originally did the first 2 videos. I did the first 2 videos pretty quick, back to back, but now that it's been a little bit, I kind of want to do this and have a little bit more detailed information on this. So, unlike the last 2 videos though, I'm not going to have a summary. So, let's just get right into it. Number 1, breaking my routine for any reason is a really bad idea, but I will do it when I have to. So I have a whole separate video on what happens when I break my routine. I encourage you guys to check that one out. But I'm not just going to refer to my other videos and leave it at that, because otherwise this video is going to be way too short. And plus, you may not want to watch that one for whatever reason. With IIH, I found one of the most helpful things actually managing this condition is keeping a very, very consistent routine. And this includes making sure that you're physically active, eating healthy, all of that included in it, of course. But as you can maybe able to tell, I look tired today, and it's because I went to sleep way too late last night, and I'm feeling it. So we get exhausted a lot easier than we did before we had IIH. So there's going to be a lot of things where you're going to want to make sure that you're sticking to your routine. And some people may not be able to even manage to have a routine. It depends on the person. This condition is so individual. What one of us can do, another person cannot. But I've found that sticking to a routine is really, really helpful. And breaking that routine is a really bad idea because you feel it more. The difference is that if there's something that I have kept my word about, that I absolutely want to go to or feel like I have an obligation to go to, then I will definitely try and incorporate that into that day. I'm just going to be feeling it for a couple of days afterwards. So this means not scheduling anything for a couple of days afterwards. This means being careful with the energy that I do have for after that a big event. It's a tough one because you want to be there for your family and friends, especially during big events. But there may be times when you've even made a commitment and you're not able to keep that commitment because of something that comes up with your head. Following that one, number 2 is I probably feel worse about not being able to get together with you or having to cancel plans with you than you do. So again, this follows breaking the routine. We're at the age where you're wanting to make the most out of all of the events that you have around you. I can't imagine trying to battle this entire condition throughout an entire university degree. I struggled with meeting the expectations of what I had to during my last semester. And to be honest, because it was my final semester, my social stuff really wasn't as heavy. I think I ended up missing maybe 2 events, and the rest of it I was able to attend. There wasn't a lot I was missing by the time I was really feeling the exhaustion, which was, I think I probably would have completely lost all of my energy probably by the second week of April, to be honest, if we hadn't started exams when we did, because once exams started, like I have said multiple times, classes end, labs end, which I didn't actually have any labs, but the classes end, the assignments end, all term papers are done. It's just a matter of you study, you write exams, and that's it for school. Now, you're busy because you're studying pretty much from 8 a.m. until whatever time you want to get up, until whatever time you go to bed, pretty much. Managing to do a few things in between depending on what kind of student you are. For me, I would study from usually around 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning until about 4, 4:30 in the afternoon, because by the time 4 or 4:30 in the afternoon rolled around, I was exhausted. So, got in a good 8-hour day, and I know when I've had to say, I can't do this, I physically can't do this, I cannot go today. I hate it because number one, I'm not going, so I'm missing out on another event with friends or family. And number two, I feel like I'm disappointing whoever has invited me out. I don't know. It's really hard to explain except for when it actually happens to you. I can guarantee you that when you invite somebody out with IIH and they end up with a headache last minute, because these headaches hit fast usually. There's been times where I've been feeling good at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I've said I probably will be okay to go out and do something at 4:30 or 5, and by 4:30 or 5, I'm pretty much lying down because of the amount of pain that I'm in. This gets me emotional because I am one to keep my word about when I want to go out and when I made a commitment. So if I ever feel like I'm letting someone down, I really do take it personally. And I don't want people to ever feel like I'm skipping out because I don't want to go because I'm being lazy. Because if you have never been in this situation, you might just think, oh, well, they're just saying that because they just don't want to go out, when that's not the case. We do want to be there, but honestly, it's better if we're not. If we were to be there and push through it, we would be really, really miserable. I know the one time that I did actually go out when I probably shouldn't have, I didn't enjoy myself. And actually, it just made the situation worse. But it was, again, me being stubborn and wanting to push through it and say, I don't want to miss out on this event. So it's a very touchy subject for me because, like I said, my word is so important. Number 3 is really, really important. And I get this one a lot. And so this one is, smiling doesn't mean that I'm feeling normal, but instead means that despite symptoms, I'm trying to enjoy myself. Remember, I do use laughter as medicine. You guys know from my previous videos that I watch a lot of comedy and I try and laugh a little bit each day. And it's because this is a tremendous help for not only distractions, but when you're completely distracted, or when there's something else that's kind of being able to distract you, such as comedy or something like that. It's sometimes the distraction that helps, but it's also sometimes the fact that you're enjoying yourself even though you're in a lot of pain. Now, there are some times that this doesn't work for me, but If I'm honestly smiling and appear to be enjoying myself, it doesn't mean that necessarily that I'm having a good day, but I'm trying to do the best I can to make best of the situation. I know for me, like, people know that when I usually start joking around or smiling a lot more, it usually means when after I've been sick that I'm starting to feel better. When in this case, it's not the case. Well, it could mean I'm having a good day. Good days do happen. Good times during the day do happen. And if I'm laughing, appear to be laughing a lot, it could probably mean that my pain level is really low. But it could just mean that I'm trying to seriously enjoy myself. People will misinterpret the smiling and the laughter as you feeling okay, rather than, oh, she's just enjoying herself right now. So IIH is a very, very long-term thing to deal with. If I was grumpy all of the time, this would be even rougher to deal with. And actually, there was a point when I was really, really upset about everything and didn't really have much to turn to, or didn't feel like I had much to turn to. I didn't really know how to handle this. And as soon as I found my outlet and started to be able to laugh and smile again, things definitely got better, along with positive thinking, again, exercise, all of that has been a huge help to my emotional health beyond leaps and bounds. So, again, don't judge people based upon how much they're laughing or smiling. Remember that smiling and laughter is not a good indicator of how good someone is feeling. You really want to make sure that you allow people to enjoy themselves as much as they can. So please don't judge your family members if they misinterpret this, but it's also a point to make sure your family members understand this, that just because you are having a good time, it doesn't mean that you're better. That ends the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a lot more fun doing more deeper thoughts rather than just a general blurb and then just talking about it. But I've talked about a lot of these things already. I just wanted to put them together into a video so that you guys have an option of sharing this. That's it for today. If you guys have anything that you would like to add to the video, don't hesitate to drop into the comments down below. As for now, that's it for today. Bye everyone!